Hello my friends, Uncle Misha is here and welcome to Inside Out Electronic channel. This is Samsung, I think it's called T330NU. So this is the tablet with busted, I think it's busted USB port because it doesn't take any charge, and obviously it is that. It's pretty old tablet, but I decided to, well, if I have it, somebody just give it to me. If I have it, I'd rather take a look what the heck is going on with it. I'll try to fix it. If I can't fix it, I will think what I'm gonna be doing next. So today we're gonna take a look at this pretty old tablet. It's probably from like 15 or 16, 2015, 2016 kind of date model, and we'll see if we can repair it together. If we cannot, yeah, well, c'est la vie. So for that I'm gonna be using my eye opener kit because I think that's quite appropriate. So this guy seems to be either needed to be unglued or needed to be split. So we try to split first. I'm not 100% sure how it's supposed to be open. You know, as everything I do, and if you're following my videos, I do for the first time, and I just figure out as I go. This is how I run. Okay, this is pretty tight here, so oh, okay, we are in. At least we started. Okay, it just snapped. It's not glued, it's snapped. Okay, let's go this way and collect it. It's kind of remind me about some other devices I used to open. Alright, let's continue here. Now it's obviously when you start it one side, everything goes so much easier. So it's as important, just properly start, find a place to start. Okay, around the corner, down, down. It has micro SD slot, right? Doesn't have any micro SDs? No, everything is pretty dirty, so I have to also wash it. I hope doesn't have like water damage or anything, otherwise I won't do much. Otherwise I would have to replace a lot of parts, which I'm not into. Okay, here we are, here we go. Another cool thing, looks like this guy has infrared, so yeah, I can use this as a remote, which is kind of neat. This is one of the reasons I try to preserve those old phones and tablet. Yeah, because some of them have features like in this particular case infrared port. So we have, I don't see a water damage signs. Yeah, but let's take a look a little bit closer to that USB port. And also the battery, but looks like our battery is original Samsung battery. Should be good. Should show. I'm gonna unscrew it here. Okay, I'm gonna use these little slots or little places. Okay, so there is a retainer. It's the plate which holds USB port in place. Here's USB port itself. That's pretty much it. There is nothing nothing to it. USB port is accessible. Looks like, I don't know, this is supposed to be like a vibration thingy right here, and it's either omitted or I don't know, it's not there. Yeah, USB port, it's not just USB port. If you pay attention, it has a lot of little contacts here. It's USB port ++. So yeah, so in order to properly unsolder this guy, I think I have to remove the whole board. Unfortunately, I thought I can do it just like this, but I have to remove the whole thing. What else we have to, oh yeah, that's a lot. Let me take this thing. Okay, this is probably speaker, this is probably, I don't know, screen, maybe. The battery, very similar by the way to the other laptop, tablet. Pull, hands only, pull. Whatever that means. Is it even removable? It's probably glued. I don't care, I don't want to touch the battery, I don't care about it at the moment. Hope it doesn't have to be replaced. Trying to find the right way of disconnecting this battery. It's not cooperating. It's not doing what I want it to do. Okay. Okay, battery can be folded like this. Now everything right here can be moved up. Okay, we're good here on this side, so let's... Okay, we remove this guy. This lifts up. Then we continue with other places, like this is probably front camera. Let's just remove it completely. Here's the front camera, put it right here. Okay, let's put it here. Then we have, I don't know, is this some kind of sensors? And maybe this is screen, like this big one. Right, few more screws, or at least one more screw here. Oh no, one more here. And we have also another camera, so like, oh, and the front camera, sorry, back camera. So two cameras units, camera units. Okay, here is the board is coming out. Here we are. So we have board is, it is out. So here is our USB port. So before I dig further, I would like to actually connect USB power right here and actually check if there is a voltage, because that's important. It will be kind of stupid to resolder all this job, but problem is somewhere else, or maybe battery is dead. Okay, I have connected multimeter, sorry, power right here. Here's my multimeter, and let's see what we can get. So obviously this is ground. Okay. Alright, my friends, so it's kind of interesting development. At the very last moment I decided to actually double check what I should have done it before tearing down all this. And so if you see it, all this before I should have done that. So what I've done, I have my power meter right here, USB power meter, and it shows current. Before it was, well, I mean, I've sort of tried it and it was showing 0. Now it shows 260 milliamp, and if I check what's going on over here on the battery contact, which I actually connected back on, it says 3.2 volt. So it clearly power is getting there. Clearly something is going on. So what I do now, so I'm not sure what I do. What I would have to think about at the moment. So let me do the following thing. So clearly we have power right now. Let me just show it, put it right here just for me to see, and try wiggle the contact. Just disconnect it and try to wiggle it again. No, yeah, it's actually charging. Why it was not doing this before? I'm surprised. Let me disconnect it again. Just want to try to see, I want to exercise this port to see if it's the issue is actually a connection, but right now it's 7 milliamp, 10 milliamp, 13 milliamp, 170 at the moment, 420, 170, 190, 430. It's actually doing something. It's actually freaking charging. That's weird. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna let it charge. Then in the meantime, I'm gonna think about it. Maybe there is no problem, and I'm gonna remove it right now, put everything back on, and I'll try to power it up and see where that's gonna go. So what I've done here, I connected touch screen and some other connectors back on. Now I try to power it up again. See that? Okay. Well, it certainly was not doing that. There are a few possibilities here. Possibility number one, USB port is fine, but there was some kind of electronic issue or short on the board that when I was poking around, I kind of dislodged and it's working. Possibility number two, sometimes tablet goes into this like mode, then you have to actually disconnect the battery, and after that, and then when you connect it back on, it sort of resets and start working. So possibly that was the case, because I mean, what was the other explanation? What is the explanation of the tablet is actually working at the moment? I don't know. So I'm gonna give it a charge. Right now it's taking 430 milliamps, so it's clearly charging. You don't need this guy, so you're just gonna let it sit like this. It's a bit unprofessional for me to actually not to check this guy before with this power meter before and wiggle USB port. I just done it without power meter. I connected to this power brick and I play with it, and I thought this is the connector, and I thought, okay, well, there is no reaction, there is no charging, there is nothing going on, so that's going to be a USB port. And the person who actually gave it to me, he said, oh, I think I have problem with USB port, it's not charging. We will continue when this tablet is charging to some level. Okay guys, so we are back after some time and we let this guy charge, and you see what I see? 100%. It's very interesting. So it looks like I purchased those batteries, the charger, USB, micro USB ports for nothing, but probably the issue was that this thing battery got so low that the charger over here could not properly kick in and disconnected the battery, unlocked something, completely unpowering the circuit, and now when I put it back in, it actually accepted the charge. This is only explanation I have at the moment. So, you know, actually this is not really repair, it's rather troubleshooting video. So we got this thing working without actually doing any repair. Yes, I did. I wanted to actually do soldering of this, you know, micro USB port and show you how to fix it. Turned out to be it is not necessary. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna just assemble everything back in together and try to power it up. So bear with me, it's gonna be quick. So I have assembled everything, and every individual of those board-to-board interconnects were connected. For example, I forgot this one, it was hidden behind the board, so yeah, please make sure you connected everything and there is no, those ribbon connectors are hiding or folded behind something, so make sure that's not happening, otherwise you would have problem to putting everything back together. So now I have to just latch it, you know, like just, I think just like that. Okay, not happening. Why is not happening? Alright, so I have assembled it. It took some persuasion and it requires special alignment of this one against the front. Okay, well, but when you find this right, I actually started from the bottom, the right position, it just latches. Okay, let's try to power it up and see what we're gonna get. Alright, it is going. So it is pretty old. It has, I think, only 1.5 gigabit of RAM and 16 gigabit of flash memory. Pretty old Android, I guess 6 or 7. We're gonna see that. Also, I'm not sure if this thing has protection or not, and if it has if people wiped the personal data on this one or not. That's I don't know as well. Okay, it has lock, which is obviously good that it has lock, but it means it's unusable for me, haha. So only solution for this guy right now, because I don't know the pattern, is to do software factory reset. So for that I need to hold a power, volume up and home button simultaneously. So let's give it a shot. So I'm not going to continue updating Android updating this thing to different version of Android. It's obviously beyond the scope of this video. So guys, I think I'm gonna wrap up with this one, but I want to make main conclusion out of this video. So sometimes the problem that you think it is, it's not. So you have to think outside the scope. And sometimes you get lucky, like me, for example. Instead of spending my time resoldering this thing, I just disconnected the battery and it works. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you for being with me. If you have any comments, if you like to subscribe or ask any questions, please do so. I'll be happy to talk to you, and definitely I'm gonna continue on other repairs. Please stay with me, and thank you for watching. See you next time.